Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the last video, we discussed about creating a line and stacked column chart. Now in this session, we will discuss about creating a line and clustered column chart from scratch. So I will just simply click here on this new page. And so we have page 1. I will first of all rename this page and I'll rename it as line and clustered column chart. All right. And then further, I will just simply click here on the blank area of the canvas. And then I will click here on line and clustered column chart icon under the visualizations pane. So this will add a blank line and clustered column chart for us. I will further reposition it and I will further resize it. All right. Now, since we have already discussed in the previous video that for combined charts, we have a common x-axis and then we have two y-axis. So we have a column y-axis and then we have a line y-axis. So let's say here in this particular clustered column line and clustered column chart, I want to represent date, order date along the x-axis. So I will simply first of all double click on the order date field under the data pane and will then drag and drop it here in x-axis bucket. Now, since in the column chart, I want to represent the sales, so I will double click on the sales field under the data pane and will drag and drop it here in y-axis bucket. Now, since in the y-axis or in the line chart, we want to represent the quantity, right? Quantity by date, by the order date. So I will simply double click on this quantity field under the data pane and will drag and drop it here in line y-axis bucket. So you can see that a column chart as of now has been created with a line chart, but in order to create a clustered column chart, what I'll do, let's say simply just double click on the category field and will drag and drop it here in column legend. So you can see that for each one of the category, that is your furniture, office supplies, technology, different values are being shown or represented. And then the sum of quantity is also present because this is for identifying the line chart that we have. So for the line chart, there's a different color that is being used and that is also being represented at the top. Apart from that, in the categories, we only have 3 categories. That is furniture, office supplies and technology. So technology is being shown using the orange color. Dark blue color is used to show office supplies category and furniture is being represented by light blue color. So you should take note of that as well. Now let's say we further want to format this chart and we want to work on that. So having this particular line clustered column chart selected, I will simply click here on format your visual and then under your x-axis, let's say we do not want the title to be there. So I'll simply change this title to off. So now that's the point. Now under the values, that is the years which you can see represented along the horizontal axis, I want to format the years, right? So I will expand the values. Let's say I want to keep it black and I want to further increase the size and I want to keep it bold. So in that manner, we can format them. Now let's collapse this x-axis. Let's say for the values which are represented along the y-axis for the sales or for the column chart, we want to format those values. That is the values written along the vertical axis on the left-hand side of this chart. So I will expand this y-axis and under this values, let's say we want to change the color to black and let's say we further want to increase the size. All right. Also, you can see that sum of sales is written here along the vertical axis on the left-hand side. We just simply want sales to be written here instead of sum of sales. So having this chart selected, I will click here on add data to your visual. And from this column y-axis, I'll simply double click on sum of sales and I will change it to sales from here. So now you can see only sales is written on the left-hand side. Also for this quantity, sum of quantity written on the right-hand side for the line chart, I only want quantity to be written there. So in this line y-axis bucket, I'll simply double click on sum of quantity and I will change it to quantity only. That's it, right? So that's the point. Also, let's say the values which are being represented along the vertical axis on the right-hand side, that is for the line chart or for the quantity. So we want to format those values as well. So having this line and clustered column chart selected, I will simply click here on format your visual. I will expand the secondary y-axis and I will change this values to on And now under this values, I will further change the color to black, and I will further resize it. Or let's say for the line chart, we want to have markers as well. So I will further collapse the secondary y-axis, and I will change this markers to 1. And we can further change the size of the markers. We can further increase the size if we want to. Also, you can change the color of the line chart as well if you want. So under this lines, you can change the color. So let's say we want to choose a different color. Let's say we want maybe gray. And also we can change the line type. So let's keep it smooth. All right. So it looks something like this. And also we want to change the color for the columns, right? So how we can do that? So under this columns, under the series, first of all, you can select any category. So let's choose furniture category. Let's say for furniture, we want to have this color. Then for your second category, that is office supply, let's say we want this orange color. Then for the third category, that is technology, let's say we want this purple color to be there. So you can choose different colors according to your choice and convenience. Also for this particular chart, we do not want the grid lines again. So I'll click here on this chart. Then I'll click on format your visual. Under this grid lines, I'll change horizontal to off, vertical as well to off. And then let's say we want to represent the data labels as well. So we will change this data labels as well to on. All right. And you can further change the formatting for the values represented for the data labels. So you can further click on data labels, and you can change the formatting for the values under this values. So let's say we want to change it to black. Let's say we further want to increase the size, so we can achieve it from here. Let's say we want to keep the font as italic, so we can keep it italic. So that's how you can format your chart. Also, let's say for this particular chart, we do not want to add a border, but we do want to add a shadow. So having this particular chart selected, I will click on format your visual, general. Under this effects, we will change the shadow to on. Let's say for the shadow, we want to change the color. So I will further click on shadow, and I will, let's say, change it to gray. All right. So this is how we can create a clustered line and a clustered column chart. So I hope this video was helpful. We'll meet in the next session. We will discuss about other interesting, beautiful charts and other interesting ways of representing the insights using visuals. I hope this video was helpful. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, thank you. Bye-bye.